Hey everybody, Rice Bonds, Montana DeYoung here with you. And today I kind of have a special mail day. You can see the theme of the mail day right here in front of you. Ever since I started collecting 1990s Barry Bonds cards in 2018, I have had my eye on this set because the middle tier of this trio is so beautiful. I've had the Luminescent for a while. I even upgraded it to a PSA 10. And then I was able to get the lower tier Luminous, which is just kind of foil, but no refractory shine there on the left a little bit later on. But for all these 3 years, the top tier has eluded me, and the top tier is the Illuminator, which is sort of depicted up here from like a different part of the same set, and obviously a different player. The difference in Illuminator being that it's a lot rarer. It's also refractory, but the back also shines in a refractory fashion for Illuminators, whereas Luminescent, which has always been my favorite leg of the three, doesn't shine in the back. So that's new information that I actually didn't realize until I was watching one of my friend's videos, whose name is Matt. All right, so that's also related to my mail day, which should be in 2 parts today. There's a reason why Bonds and A-Rod are the 2 folks that are depicted. Finally secured a set of scissors so I can open things on camera and live here, which is a nice luxury. You don't realize what a luxury a basic tool is until you don't have it, of course. So a friend of mine and fellow Bonds collector Reese had a couple of cards that I've been needing for a while, and I was trying to find sort of trade fodder for those cards, but never was able to, so I ended up just asking if I could purchase these from him, and he was gracious enough to send these to me at a very fair price. The key being this card right here. Finally, the Illuminator is in my hands. What a beautiful card. It actually shows out a little bit better on camera, I feel like, than even in person, because you can see through the refractory foil here, which I think takes away from the effect, but the back is also refractory, so that is cool. That is something that I like I said before, I didn't know until recently. This is huge. I've been looking for this card for 3 years, and it's actually great to be able to get it from a fellow Bonds collector. You know, like nothing better than that. This is going to be great. Now, I'm actually curious about the condition of the card. I'm hoping it's like pretty much scratch free. If it is, I would love to submit this card to PSA. The front looks micro scratch free, and the back has a little bit of film on there, but I'm going to try to use a wet towelette and wipe off some of that gunk. And the die cutting on this, or the laser cutting, is pretty crazy, unique, and intricate. So I'll check each of the many corners of this card, but so far this card looks like it's gradable. I think it has a decent chance at a PSA 10, which would be really just so awesome to have all 3 of these cards containing one of my all-time favorite Bonds cards in PSA 10. So that's wonderful. Thank you to Reese for that, and also for this Tidal Waves. I've been looking for this for a while. A lot of people don't know, but the first 100 of these 1993 are with a rainbow foil finish. The other 1893 after these are just a regular plain foil, and these I've always thought look pretty spectacular, and now that I see it in person, I don't think any less of it. What an incredible card. This card and this card both represent top wants for me. I'm going to cross them off the list. They're both in the top 25 or top 30 wants. So what a huge day for the PC. You know, I've been going through a recent phase of picking up ultra high-end Bonds sort of in the early 2000s, just because my want list from the 90s is dwindling, but to get these 2 massive cards that I've been looking for such a long time, really rare, really beautiful cards, really sort of understated, and also the kind of cards that hobby nerds and card nerds love, because you kind of have to know something about these sets in order to fully appreciate them, is just so cool. So that's a huge mail day for me in terms of bonds.